I was going to be doing a video on Key's raw diet, but he's currently not on a raw diet because he's on an elimination diet. And I tried to do it on raw, but I couldn't get the proteins that I needed because they need to have complete meals of single protein that he's never had before. And I've always tried to make sure he had a varied diet of as many different proteins as possible. Instead, what I've done is I put him on a dehydrated raw, which is as close to raw as I can get. So he's going to be on this diet for 2 months so that I can rule out food as a reason for his itching and the infections he was getting in his paw and his ear. Do you want to tell everybody what you're allergic to? Do you want to tell everyone what you're allergic to? You've got an allergy. You have. Yeah, and you're a bit of a glutton for punishment. Because you go into the tall grass with the pollen, and then you come out coughing, and then a second later you go back into the tall grass, get covered in pollen, and come out coughing. You love the grass, but you haven't quite connected the fact that it makes you cough, have you? Wow, that was so loud. Okay, stop going in the grass. It's making your allergies go crazy. This is why we need rain. Yeah. But on the plus side, when it rains, it damps down all of the pollen and it doesn't make you cough. Slow down! Slow down! Allergies better. Hello. The rain is dampening down the grass pollen, so no coughs. All that pollen. I think it's safe to say that this cough is due to grass pollen. So he's allergic to grass pollen. Hopefully he's not allergic to just grass in general because he loves grass and he would hate being prevented from going onto grass. And because he's got little patches of red on his nose, and hopefully that's not due to grass. I'm hoping it's a food, maybe some grain that's been in a treat that he's had, because I know he's intolerant to grain. It goes right through him. Unfortunately for Key, the elimination diet means that he can't eat certain foods. Or rather, he can only eat certain foods. He's very limited at the moment. For 2 months, the only dinner he can have is a white fish dehydrated raw. He can have this because he hasn't really had much white fish before. And the only treats he can have are goat, ostrich and kangaroo. That's all you can have, I'm afraid. I know you like all your food, but you can't have everything. The only reason you can have those 3 is because you've never really had them before. So I have to say thank you to everyone that sent him treats. I think there's some chicken and some Greenies toothbrushes, which he loves, but he can't have them at the moment. I'm hoping that he will be able to after the 2-month period when I start to reintroduce his treats that he used to love. At the moment, he just can't have those. You can't have those treats. They would make you itchy. Well, they could make... If I gave them to you and you had a reaction, I wouldn't know if it was food related or if it was seasonal or environmental. And I need to be able to rule out those before I can reintroduce your treats. Is that okay? You're so dramatic. You'll hopefully be able to have them again. So thank you to everyone that sent him treats, but at the moment he can't have any. So I could put him back onto Apoquel, which is an anti-allergy, anti-inflammation medication, which he's been on when he's had his paw infections, and it completely stops any itching. My vet says it's not an immune suppressant, but it interrupts the itchy sensation at the source. So it stops the itch from getting to the brain and making them want to itch it. And I'm not a vet, so this is just me quoting back what my vet said, or what Key's vet said about what Apoquel does. Even though I don't think it's a bad medication, from what she said to me, I would prefer him not to be medicated if at all possible. So this is why we're doing the elimination diet, to try and stop his itching. Oh, itchy bits. That's kangaroo. He's stuck with the kangaroo, ostrich and goat treats. Your face. You look funny when you're itching your armpit, Key. So he's on this special diet until the middle of July, and then from there I can start to reintroduce his old treats that he used to have, hopefully. And hopefully the grass pollen will stop soon, because that's a real pain for him. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll have an answer soon. Can you say thank you? Say thanks for watching. Please. Say thank you. You're a good boy.